In front of 2,000 fans at the famous Alexandra Palace in North London, the very best 9-ball players from Europe and the US are going head-to-head in a transatlantic tussle for one of the most famous trophies in the sport, the Ryder Cup of pool, the Mosconi Cup. Welcome back to day 2 of the 23rd Mosconi Cup, where after 6 matches, it's the European fans who have the most to celebrate. For the first time, the iconic Alexandra Palace is playing host to the Mosconi Cup, and on day 1, Europe made a great start. After winning the first 3 racks, it was Albin Ocean who wrapped up the match and gave his team an early lead. Next up, in the first doubles match, Europe continued their impressive start, forging ahead 2-0. In the third match of the day, reigning MVP Niels Fairn overcame Mike Dechaine to extend Europe's advantage. The fourth match saw Woodward and Bergman keep America's hopes alive with a comfortable victory over Appleton and Shaw. And the fifth and final match of the day saw Darren Appleton see off his long-standing rival, Shane Van Boening, to give Europe a 4-1 overnight lead. At the end of day 1, Europe found themselves in a commanding position, having taken 4 of the 5 points available and finishing the session with a comfortable 3-point lead over Team USA. Day 2 opened with a doubles match featuring Niels Fairn and Mark Gray against Shane Van Boening and Skylar Woodward. Again, it was Europe who started well, racing into a 4-1 lead before being pegged back in the 6th. This is now the 7th. Commentary comes from Phil Yates and Jim White.
4 in. Oh, I think he may just be able to get through to this one, and if he can, it will afford position to the 2.
Yes, I thought for a moment here that the 3-ball was going to be a big help for the USA. Not so, fractionally past it, the cue ball.
Didn't negotiate the contact there.
Turn that light off that camera, please. On the back, thank you.
So USA will come to the table.
Great shot, man.
It's not been flawless pool by the Europeans, but they just keep sticking in there. Bear in mind that USA's only 2 successes have come via break and run-outs in open play and bitty play. The Europeans getting their way.
Yeah, but if you could take that fluke back in rack number 5 and give that to the Americans, 3-3, and at least they're at the table, and this is still in the balance. That was a big fluke. That was a nice shot from Shane there.
Extension call.
This is probably the pivotal shot in this rack. Very difficult to get this safe. And obviously it goes without saying, Phil, that this 2-ball is the key ball given the lay of the land. Yeah, he took a flyer at the 9. He got lucky. He just tried to put the 9 in motion.
Cut the 2. The corner.
Caught the bump of the middle pocket, and if the 2 goes past the 3, Europe are closing in on a point.
What's your shirt, Mom? Shot.
It was a tough shot, very tough shot. And having to play it a little quicker with the shot clock winding down didn't help.
Looks like history is repeating itself, Jim. 3 of Europe's 4 wins last night came via a 5-2 scoreline.
And you know, when your #1 player has been at the post 4 times, counting this match, and you've got no points to show from him, you're not going to be doing too well.
Played that with left-hand side and played it with considerable precision. Barring something terrible here, Europe are over the line.
And Niels Fyen has yet to taste defeat in this year's Mosconi Cup. The reigning MVP, so strong yet again.
And for a Swedish captain, an Anglo-Dutch pairing is getting day 2 off to the perfect start.
Another point goes the way of Europe. 5-1 they lead.
Another defeat for Team USA, giving them just 1 victory from the 6 matches played. Coming up next, the debutant from Scotland, Jayson Shaw, takes on the 10-time Mosconi Cup veteran, Rodney Morris. Commentary for this one comes from Jerry Forsyth and Jim White.
The battle of the left-handers. One a rookie, the other a former MVP in the Mosconi Cup. But Jayson Shaw has had a year to remember. He's here by virtue of the performance that he has put on the bays this year, Jerry, and he is going to be a handful for the Rocket.
What a year he has had. He has won just about everything he's played in. And I haven't seen a man this sharp since Earl Strickland in the late 80s.
USA win the leg.
Well, the leg goes just to Team USA.
When you're ready, Rodney.
And Rodney Morris, with all that experience,
Race to 5 alternate breaks. USA
he's got a talented, exuberant powerhouse opposite him. He's going to have to play his game.
Yes, he is. Rodney was inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, so he has that to add to his resume.
And the one off the break, he's got a chance at the 2. Possible combination 3-7 should he knock this in.
Neither one of these gentlemen take much time to shoot, so this should be a pretty fast match.
Well, being left-handed doesn't help him here. He's going to have to play this shot. Well, he's going to play a right-handed shot. Just draw back, leave himself a nice angle on the 4. And he's done that.
It's enough of that, thank you.
But important for the Rocket. He's just provided himself with an opportunity by virtue of that break. And against Jayson Shaw, he's got to take every chance.
Yeah, that's just a small window to work into down there. That 6 ball is huge.
I think he's played it nicely, Jerry. Good shot.
Yeah, he got there. I've always loved watching Rodney play. He's just such a natural. Great player with a big heart.
Little short of ideal position, and the crowd won't hesitate to let him know it.
Yeah, but Rodney's seen this shot a few times before.
Dream start. Securing the first rack in rocket-like style.
Welcome back to the Alexandra Palace and the 23rd staging of the Mosconi Cup, where the 2004 MVP Rodney Morris has taken a 1-rack lead over Jayson Shaw in the opening singles match of day 2.
Jayson Shaw, the man with the hot hand this year. He's got 2 balls down, but the 2 ball is going to be tough.
Yeah, looks like safety only here, Jerry. Shaw delighted to be here this year. He was disappointed not to have been picked last year. Felt like he had done enough. This year he did more than enough.
He could be the first man to ever play for both teams because he's getting his American citizenship.
He'll be guaranteed to win in that match.
Rodney's got some balls to hide behind down here. If he can just creep behind the 7. And he did. Now Jayson's got a challenge.
It's close. He might just be able to get through this too, and if he can.
Oh yeah, if he cues us with a level cue stick, oh yes, he can get through it. That is a man who has had one of the best years ever in pool. He thinks his way through a rack as well as anyone, as is obvious from his results this year. He's won Turning Stone 4 of the last 5 times.
Nice shot. Had to miss the 8.
Yeah, he has that cue ball on a string.
Well, like you said, Jerry, neither one of these players waste any time. Now, they exude a lot of confidence when they're at the table. And they do slide racks across their side very fast. 1-1. Just an errant safety from Rodney Morris, allowing Jayson Shaw the chance to clear up there.
Well, Rodney has the advantage of having won the first rack. So if they keep trading racks back and forth, he'll win the match. And I'm sure he's got that in his mind. Here's Rodney's safety shot. Almost got there, just barely bounced off that 7.
Very partisan crowd in attendance, as you would expect on European soil. And the Americans come over every year when they make the trek across the Atlantic. They know they've got to contend with this. And this year, no different. Actually, it is a lot different. 2,000 strong.
Rodney's got a great layout here. He's made the 1 and the 3 on the break, and he's got a straight in shot on the 2. Take another look at this break. Players would be happy with that anytime.
And even though there's a lot of pressure out there, that easy gait that Rodney Morris has always had belies the fact that there's tons of pressure. Well, he just left himself a little bit to do. He meant to follow through a bit on that. Just a little shake of the head, but he's still in control. Just a little tougher pot on this 7 than he would have liked. No danger. Well, that's how you answer in ideal fashion. He's having a little bit of fun with the ref. He knows Nigel Rees very well, too. A 2-1 lead to Rodney Morris and Team USA. A break and run out. They love it. And he can build on it.
Welcome back to London and the Alexandra Palace, where the 10-time Mosconi Cup veteran Rodney Morris currently leads the debutant Jayson Shaw 2-1. A great break from the American in the third saw him run out the rack and reclaim the lead over his European rival in what is fast becoming a must-win match for Team USA, who trailed Europe by 4 points. Commentary comes from Jerry Forsyth and Jim Weich.
Thank you, rack 4. Europe to break. Trailing 1 rack.
The Rocket 2-1 in front. 2 breaks and clearances securing his 2 points. And Jayson Shaw from Team Europe looking to reply.
Well, he made both the 1 and the 2 ball on the break shot. Not certain how the 3 ball has set up for him. I'm not certain he can get through there.
Yeah, it's going to be defense, Jerry. And try and find some cover.
Well, there are a couple of walls down on the foot end of the table that he can put the cue ball behind. Oh, he just went ahead and made the shot. It did go through there.
Well, it didn't look like it went at all. What a shot. Couldn't have had a full pocket.
No, but there's just no shot this man's afraid of. I think this is the first of many Mosconi Cup appearances you will see Jayson Shaw participate in.
Representing Scotland, making them proud. 28 years of age. 18 years the junior of the man who opposes him here.
Yeah, you know, Jimmy's got a little problem with that 8 and 9 ball. They're close together. And the 8 is going to be particularly hard to deal with. But if he can get ball in hand off this safety, it won't be such a problem.
Well, he's shaking his head. That looks pretty good from our perspective. Not always easy to tell is the case, but well, it was almost a miscue, I think, from Rodney there.
Oh, shot.
But he knows he's got the 8 as his insurance policy. And that's what Jayson is looking at right now. That 8 ball, that's the problem ball. And what a shot it would be if he could take the cue ball into the 8 right here and just push the 8 down.
Yeah, just nudge that 8 down a little bit and leave the cue ball there for the 7.
Doesn't want to hit the 9.
No, he'd bind up behind the 8 or the 9. He safed himself. He's already used his extension. Well, he's not going to be happy with that, but at least he made the hit and didn't give up ball in hand.
Yeah, Rocket may have to travel up and down the table, or can he hold this? No, he's powering it. So he's got to judge the speed. Oh, he's done well. That's a good effort. Recently inducted, as you noted, Jerry, earlier into the BCA Hall of Fame. And he's showing us why.
Rodney Morris gets his third mark of this match, now leads our race to 5, 3-1. And the confidence is building on the United States side. This is the man that can put the heart back in the team. He's got the ability to excite his fellow players. They all respect him. They all listen to him. And this would be a big win for USA.
Yeah, I think Mark Wilson knows that too. Big point this one. He's 3-1 ahead, Morris. You can see doubles match to follow. Then Gray and Bergman. And then we close out day 2 with Appleton and Fyan versus Van Boning and Duchesne. So again, Appleton and Duchesne face off to close out a day in the Mosconi Cup. This was a good effort from Rodney Morris here. That cue ball traveling quite a distance, and he judged the speed very nicely. He's always embraced pressure in the Mosconi Cup, has Morris.
Settle down, please.
And this, a real testament to what a great player he is and has been.
Well, he's going to be happy with this. He has an easy shot on the 2-ball, at least to get him started. 1 ball deposits in the side pocket, and the 2-ball is laying very nicely. He's got some traffic to avoid, but he doesn't have to worry about the shot itself.
I think the 4 will pass into the corner pocket. Just depends on the angle he's got here. Oh, he's missed the 3. Well, that's the first indication of pressure we've seen from Morris in this match. He has been rock solid to now. Never did get the cue ball to the intended position on the table either.
Jayson Shaw will certainly look to take advantage here. Look at the draw he puts on that ball with an easy stroke. Not a great shape, but boy, did he move that cue ball. Watch this. Nice gentle stroke, and the cue ball just takes off like a rocket.
Extension called.
This ball did not hide.
Yeah, he intended drawing the cue ball in behind the 6. And he's left Rodney with an open shot. Long distance, though. Well, that wasn't easy.
No, but it's very unusual to see Rodney Morris miss 2 shots in a row. Jayson just made his life easier by putting the 6-ball over by a corner pocket. Everything's there for him.
Another deep draw shot. Just got to be a little careful. He's queuing up as though he's going to force follow this, Jerry.
Ooh, and he caught the corners of the corner pocket, which messed up his position play. Now he has a bit of a problem. That ball will still cut, but he's got to really turn the cue ball loose. Well, when you're playing well, luck comes your way. And Jayson Shaw brings himself close. He's now within one. Trails 3-2 to Rodney Morris in our race to 5.
Yeah, more importantly, a few seeds of doubt have been planted into Rodney Morris's brain. A couple chances there went astray. And the Rocket, he knows it, and so does Captain Mark Wilson. First miss here on the 3, Jerry. And he would like to have that one over again. And he didn't have to wait long to get another chance, really. But that was an open shot, and at this level, you can't miss those. A couple shots later, he had a chance at the 4. Well, that one too went begging.
Yeah, and you could see him steering the shot with his body after he let loose of the cue ball, so he knew as soon as he hit it that there was something wrong.
Yeah, Morris is still in control of this match, though. He broke serve.
Trailing 2 racks to 3.
With a 3-2 lead, even with Jayson Shaw breaking here. Rodney knows if he holds serve from this point on, he's going to win the match. Look at this, the 9 tracking towards the corner, 1.
And it's a dry break, so it brings Rodney
Morris
to the table.
Yeah, this is a big chance for Rodney Morris now. One good positional shot from the 1 to the 2, Jerry.
There you see the way this 9 and 7 are setting up. I don't know, that 9 is on the rail. I'm not sure I want to take on that combination.
What about the 5-9?
I like that.
All depends where he lands on the 4.
Extension call.
That's what he's plotting now. Make certain he plays position on each shot to get down to where he has the great shape on that 5.
Yeah, he left himself a little too straight on the 3.
Down, please.
And I don't know what angle is afforded the 4 here. What side? He's going to have to play the 5 into the open corner. And that's a pretty good shot. Under the circumstances, a real good shot.
You know, I'm looking at it, Jim, from the overhead shot that we have in the booth. And it could be parallax error from the camera, but it doesn't look like the 7 passes the 9. It must, though, because he played shape for it.
Could be a billiard, too.
Oh, yeah.
9 in. And a 4-2 lead. Just 1 away from a very significant point to Team USA.
Welcome back to London and day 2 of the 2016 Mosconi Cup, where a beautiful billiard from Rodney Morris, hitting the 7 then the 9 ball, has seen him extend his lead over Jayson Shaw to 4-2. One more rack for the veteran American would see him take the victory and give Team USA a vital second point as they attempt to claw back the significant gains made by Europe on the opening day.
This is not what the rookie Jayson Shaw had in mind for his first singles match at the Mosconi Cup.
You just know the Americans love seeing Morris performing like this, though.
Oh, yeah.
The oldest man on the team. You know, getting a point from him at this stage, vital.
Well, obviously America needed a lift, and Rodney's a great guy to provide that.
Thank you, rack 7.
That's Amir,
USA to break, leading
Navy
4
SEAL.
racks to 2.
He's their motivational leader.
Well, yesterday I wish he'd passed out some hand grenades. Rodney begging for a shot on the 2. Now that's a lot of length. Playing a nice little safe here, but he did not get there. The ball is in the clear.
Tough looking table, though.
Yeah, it is a tough looking table. Nigel's going to have to watch the hit on this one. Oh, no, he wasn't playing it. We're going to play safeties here for a while.
That's a real good one. The 7 taking the easy escape path away.
Well, he made a good effort to hit the 2 ball, but he has left Morris a very easy shot and a great path down to the 3. But there's still a lot of problems on this table. The 4 ball being the first one he's going to have to address.
Again, he doesn't want to be too straight. Can't get that cue ball anywhere near the 4. There was a 4-5 combination on offer. Even a 4-9. Now, is he going at the 9 here?
Would you throw caution to the wind? Yes, you would. Oh, he almost made that shot. And that was not an on carom.
Would have been a match winner. That was certainly worth the risk.
Yes, it was.
Extension called.
What a shot from Jayson Shaw. He can really control this cue ball. It's amazing.
Power personified, Shaw.
He just delivers the cue through the cue ball so cleanly that the English is immensely powerful.
A little short. billiard or the 8-9. 8-9 it is. Staying in the hunt. 4-3 still to the Rocket. And the match still very much in USA's control, but European hope still flying.
The European team all getting together for a friendly chat.
If USA is to have any hope, though, they got to secure this point. The Rocket knows it. Everyone here knows it too. But what a shot from Jayson Shaw there. In the 8-9 to seal the deal in that one. Well, Shaw's out of his chair. He's got to try and force a decider. 4-3 still to Rodney Morris.
Settle down, please.
In a point America has to have.
Will he have a shot after the break? Oh, it's a dry break. And Rodney can see the one. He can't put it in the corner pocket, but he can see it, so he has options open to him. Here's another look at the break. Well, he would have loved to have married that cue ball to the 5, but this should work.
Yeah, not an easy hit. Got to play with a touch of spin here. Yeah, the tactical battles you always feel are going to favor the experienced player. As great a shot maker as Jayson Shaw is, doesn't want to really get into a safety exchange with Rodney Morris.
He's going to take the direct route to the 1 ball. But man, that's a lengthy jump.
Extension call.
That's a foul.
No shot.
Rodney Morris will come to the table with ball in hand. And for him, this is the case game. So will Jayson return to the table again?
Just got to hold it together here, Jerry. You know he's nervous. And it doesn't matter how many times you've been out there under circumstances like this, you always feel it.
Yeah, this is the highest pressure pool there is.
Settle down, please.
And pool being such a mental game, that pressure is just brutal on you. Makes your arm clumsy. But he looks quite comfortable at the table at the moment.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
The crowd's trying to put some pressure on him, but that's perfect. I think you're going to see a little celebration coming here pretty quick. huge point, massive point for Team USA, and a big win for Rodney Morris over Jayson Shaw. Brings the score now to 5-2, still in favor of Europe.
A big win for the three-time Mosconi Cup winner Rodney Morris over the highly favoured Jayson Shaw gives Team USA a crucial second point and stems the tide of recent European victories. After a shaky start, the veteran showed his class and let the European team and fans know the tournament is far from over. Let's hear from him now. He's talking to Laura Woods.
First of all, I want to thank all the European fans here and my American fans. You guys are unbelievable. Any people that can get me shaking when I'm shooting, you guys doing a great job. My hands is like this. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's your 10th appearance. You first appeared in 2003. How important was this point for you in the context of every other game that you've been in?
Oh, this was massive. This is probably the most important point that I've ever played and won since my first time in 2003 when we lost every match going into the last day. So this was like, the nerves are so crazy. I thought I was going to do backflips out there, but plus the hottest player on the planet, Jayson Shaw, is like, the balls had to roll in my favor, of course, but it was a massive point for us.
You're so animated, you're so happy when you win. Your team really needed that as well. You seem to have lifted their spirits.
I hope so. Yeah, we need to smile and enjoy ourselves. So that's the only thing we can do, and I felt like, Europe was basically, hoisting the trophy already after last night. So I'm like, let's try to grab some of it back at least. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully this, like you said, ignites the team.
Will Rodney Morris's win over Jayson Shaw kickstart America's 2016 Mosconi Cup? We'll find out next time as we return to doubles action with Appleton and Ocean pairing up to take on Bergman and Deschain.